Hey everyone, thank you for joining me again this morning for my scent of the day. We are on family vacation here in sunny and hot Orlando, Florida. It's going to be 85 degrees today, maybe a little bit more than that, so it's going to be a hot one. We are on the last fun day of our vacation. Tomorrow we fly back home. Yesterday we were at Hollywood Studios, which is one of the four Walt Disney World theme parks, one of the big parks here in Orlando, and we were wanting to get on this new ride called The Rise of the Resistance. And so, you know that Disney does big Star Wars themes in some of the parks, especially Hollywood Studios. And this was a new section of the park that was built out, I believe, maybe last year, 2020 or 2019, the construction started. I'm not quite sure. We couldn't get onto Rise of the Resistance. In fact, we couldn't get into Hollywood Studios at all when we came over the Christmas break. The way that it works, the park reservation system works now that we're in COVID times, is you have to reserve the actual days that you're going to go to the park ahead of time. You can't just walk up to the window and buy tickets because they're trying to control capacity into the parks, or the capacity at the parks, rather. Anyway, at Hollywood Studios, there's this brand new ride called The Rise of the Resistance. If you are a Star Wars fan, you know the reference. And if you're not a Star Wars fan, it doesn't matter whether you understand the reference or not. It is this experience that everyone keeps talking about that you just have to get on. But the way that you get on that specific ride is you have to get on a virtual queue, which means you need to have the app open for the park at the exact time that they look at that beautiful bird. Can y'all see that? You need to have the app open at the exact time that they open the virtual queue, and literally reserve your spot at the very nanosecond that the virtual line opens. So yesterday morning, that was 7 a.m., and they actually added a second queue at 1 p.m., but you had to be in the park at 1 p.m. to try to get into that queue. It's really crazy, and I won't try to explain a lot except to say that it is incredibly competitive. And if you're not on the app at the very, very second that it strikes 7, you're probably going to have zero chance of getting in the line at all. So here I was at 7 a.m. yesterday morning. We all wanted to get on this ride. In fact, the whole reason that we wanted to go to Hollywood Studios was to get on the ride. There's some other fun rides there, like there's the Tower of Terror, there's an Aerosmith roller coaster. There's some other really cool things there, but that's the ride. That's the one that you want to get on. So here I am at 7 a.m., right? In fact, at like 6:45, I'm pressing the join button, join the queue, join, every 15 seconds. And right as my phone turned 7 a.m., I hit it again, and it was already at capacity, meaning, sorry, you're out of luck. You can go kick rocks somewhere. You guys, I was so upset. I was nearly in tears because that was the whole reason we wanted to go to the park yesterday rather. So I was just heartbroken. So here we are in the park because we had the tickets. We went and we got on other rides, and we tried again at 1 p.m. And my sister-in-law was with me, and she had the world clock on her phone, and we were practicing. This is so funny, you guys. We were practicing as it turned on the minute. So we would count down 57, 58, 59, hit, just to make sure we were syncing. This is how competitive it is to get on this ride. It's so crazy, y'all. So here we were. We kept practicing. Come 1 o'clock, right? 12:59, we did the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, join! And I did like magic fingers, like boom, 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 trigger finger, and got in the queue. And we got space number like 125 or something. And you should have heard us roar. We were like, yeah! We slapped hands in the air. We were like the super excited, obnoxious family that won like gold medals at the Olympics or something. And what was really sad is there were other families and couples around us in the same little area we were in, trying to also get in the queue, and they just couldn't. They did the same thing. They didn't do the world clock like we did, you guys. That's how crazy it got. That's how wild we had to get about it. And serious. This was serious. And, they did it right at when their clocks turned 1 p.m. and they were just like that nanosecond too slow. And so they got to see us cheer. And I felt so terrible. My heart broke because I turned around and I could just see the sad disappointment in their face, like I felt at 7 a.m. Oh my gosh. So that was a heartbreaker to watch them be sad. But I'm going to tell you guys, that ride was everything in a bag of chips, okay, a bag of bread, many cupcakes. It was the whole thing. The ride was awesome, awesome. And I won't spoil it in case any of you ever go to Hollywood Studios. Hopefully the queue will go away and they'll just let people stand in a long line so they have a chance to get in. But it is just an awesome experience. We loved every second of it, and it really made the trip. The other thing that we got to see yesterday, and then I promise I'll get to the fragrance of the day. I promise. I just wanted to share one more thing. We did get to see from inside of Hollywood Studios a satellite get launched from Kennedy Space Center out into the sky. So my sister-in-law had an app on her phone where we could hear mission control getting everything ready, all of the systems. It's just like you see in the movies, you guys, and they're checking all the systems, and you hear from mission control coming through, check on, blah, blah, blah system, go, everything's go, all systems go, and they count it down, right? So we did the countdown too, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, all the way down to 1, and you could see the blast off on her app of the satellite that was on top of a rocket going up into the sky, and then she had her compass set so we knew exactly where in the sky to look. So we were all looking, and sure enough, 3 or 4 seconds later, maybe more, we see the satellite going up into the sky with the trail of smoke behind it. And it was so super exciting just to be a part of that one piece of space, exploration, space technology, whatever. The satellite going up into orbit. And what was super cool is people were walking by and they're like, what are you guys looking at? And we're all like, look, it's a satellite going up into space off of Kennedy Space Center. Really, really cool stuff. So what started off as a sad day with, one thing after another going wrong really turned into quite a nice day yesterday. Okay, I am 7 minutes in and I have not talked about the scent of the day, but I hope you all enjoyed that story. My scent of the day, woo, you guys, is Hermes Un Jardin sur le Nil. How did I do on the pronunciation? Un Jardin sur le Nil. From Hermes. So this is one that you can see that I've had this travel spray for quite a while and have made my way through more than half of this. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do a full bottle of this, y'all. This one it has a sharp green mango note at the top, and some water lotus. It also has incense, and it has some kind of wood note at the bottom. And it's supposed to be a green, fresh, citrusy fragrance. I don't know. This is one that I have put on and have wanted to love. I do love green, citrusy, fruity, whatever kinds of fragrances. I do like them. But there's just something about this fragrance that doesn't rock my boat. I do get the mango thing at the top, and it's not a sweet mango. It's a really tart, actually, it's like a mango that has been picked too soon. And cut open too soon. You get that taste and that smell, if you will, off of this fragrance. I don't get any of the incense or the woodiness off of this. It just stays like this kind of sharp, greenish thing going on with a little bit of fruits around, really tiny amount of fruit, and stays green, but in a way that just doesn't float my boat. I'm going to see how this performs in the heat today. And see if I change my mind, because this is one that I've only worn in the winter, and so I've never really kind of tried it out in the heat of summer. Yeah, and see, I'm smelling again, and it has already kind of dissipated. I don't even smell it on my skin anymore, and I just applied this like 30 minutes ago. That said, that doesn't mean other people don't smell it on me, but no one in my family commented on it. I guess it does have this, I do smell it on the other arm. I guess it does have this just nice-ish green tone to it with a little bit of that sharp mango note. It's just not interesting or compelling enough for me to want a bottle. But what's interesting is that a lot of people really love this. So it's one of those fragrances that I'm trying to find the magic for, if that makes sense. Do you have fragrances like that where you think, if so many people love it, what am I missing? And why can't I understand what's so special about this fragrance? So anyway, that's Hermes, Un Jardin sur le Nil. I will report back on Saturday when I do my weekend review about how this performed here in the Florida heat. By the way, just to be clear, I don't dislike this. I just don't understand the hype around it. It's just a green fragrance. It's green. What else can I say? I don't get much more complexity from it. I wish that I did, but I don't. I don't even get like that nice water lotus aquatic thing going on. So that's my fragrance of the day. I think the story about yesterday was probably more exciting than the fragrance, but thanks for sticking with me. You guys are great. I appreciate you watching, even though I'm doing this on vacation, facing a pond through a screen with these travel sprays. You guys are great. Have a wonderful one. Thanks.